Well, it's in the 50s today and probably will be for the next couple of days. So I've started the installation of the Richard Goods CV joints, hubs, and Nissan differential. I'm now in the process of taking the drive shaft out. I already took two of the bolts out, give my arms a rest, and I'll get the other two bolts out. And then I'll disconnect it from the diff. So there you are. Well, got the drive shaft out, and Richard says that his replacement shaft is about 2 inches shorter than the stock, and looks like it's pretty much close. It's 2 1/8 inches shorter than stock. And they weigh about the same, I guess. I thought it weighed more, but they're about the same. So there's one job done. On to the next. I'd already replaced the left side with one of the CV axles and hubs. I'm getting ready to replace the right side, and you just got to get in here and lift that spring up, brake spring up out of the way, so it'll clear the flange for the hub. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but you get the idea. Later. And just like that, voila, the axle is out. It didn't take too long to get the drive shaft and the right side axle out. I don't know, an hour maybe. I'm not working real hard, but yeah, it's not too bad. Later. Okay, there has been some discussion on the forums, and Richard Good recommends removing the exhaust system. I mean, I can see it causing an issue. Whether or not it would prevent the differential from coming out, I don't know. And I don't know if it's worth the hassle of taking the exhaust off or the hassle of trying to wiggle that out of there with the exhaust on. I think I might try to take it off with the exhaust on, and if not, well, then I'll just take the exhaust off. Later. Well, it's definitely going to be tight. Got a little more clearance on this side left. I can move it over. So I took the rear mounts out, the rear rubber mounts out. See if that gives me some more wiggle room. But yeah, that over there is going to be the problem. But I'm not done yet. Well, I will say that it's possible to remove the differential without taking out the exhaust. But boy, is it fiddly. You got to let the backside down and then move it back and then twist it while you're moving it back. And yeah, it would definitely have been an easier job on the lift with another pair of hands. That would definitely be doable. But whether it was worth taking the exhaust system off or not, I really can't tell you because I didn't take it off. So now the big question remains is, can you get the new diff in with the exhaust in? Film at 11. Well, here they are side by side. I mean, they're physically not a lot different, other than the fact that the Nissan is longer. And I will say that it is a tad bit heavier too. So, yeah, I'm going to put some Royal Purple 7580 in it before I put it up in there and put the mounts on it. So that's the next step. Well, it said it was drained. They wrote it right on the cover. So I went ahead and pulled the plug because I had to pull it to fill it, but I wanted to pull it, make sure it was drained, and I looked inside and it actually looks pretty clean inside too. Well, you can't really tell from here. So I went ahead and put a little Teflon tape on the plug. And yeah, that's it for now. And here's what I'm going to use to fill it. Royal Purple. Any GL5 would work, I would assume. Royal Purple costs a little more, but hey, I'm worth it, right? All right, let the filling begin. CV axle in. CV axle is actually very easy to put in as long as the differential is out. If you try to install these without replacing or removing the differential, you have to remove the swing arm, which is what I did on the other side. So now I just got to torque those down to about 15 foot-pounds, and this side will be done. Okay, Richard Good recommends nylotron bushings with his differential kit, and that's what he sends with the kit. I mean, these things are, I've never used nylotron before, and these things are very hard. But he says rubber ones can flex, especially during aggressive driving, and can cause issues with the flexing and the CV axles. So since he recommends it, I'm going to put the nylotrons in. And I've got the mounting brackets on. Now I'm going to put her on the jack and see if I can't stuff that back up in there with the exhaust on. Wish me luck. Well, the only thing that prevents anyone from putting one of these Nissan diffs in without taking the exhaust out is that bolt right there. The diff needs to move over to the right a couple of inches, and that bolt is in the way, or the exhaust pipe's in the way. So I'm going to try and drop it down. I got that much movement. I'm going to try dropping it down. If that doesn't work, I'm going to have to take it off. Damn, I was so close. Later. Well, I was able to take just the muffler off, and that gave me enough clearance on those front two bolts, so I could jack it up on in there. So now I just got to put the 4 nuts on the bottom, and it will be done. Of course, then I still got to hook the axles up. But yeah, that's another story. Everything has been installed on the car: the drive shaft, the Nissan diff, the CV axles, and the Richard Good hubs. Everything has been Loctited, torqued down. Everything except the muffler. As soon as I put that on, we will be done, and I'll be able to take it out for a test drive and enjoy my new drivetrain. I will say that it is a job that anyone could do with any kind of, if you got decent mechanical skills. I mean, I don't have a equipped shop. As you can see, I did this on the floor, and boy, will I be paying for that tomorrow. I must have got up and down 100 times putting this in and torquing what seemed like 1,000 bolts down. My arms and shoulders are aching now. But yeah, it's doable. I would recommend, if you're interested in doing it, you can do it yourself. Although I probably would go ahead and suggest you remove the exhaust system. It will make the installation easier. So there you have it. Later.